Hello and welcome back to the Daily Calm with Pastor Tom. I've been thinking about these Daily Calm videos as devotional in nature. In other words, I'm trying to encourage you in your own devotional life. And if anything I say is profitable in making you more like Jesus Christ, then great. And obviously, if anything's not helpful, just delete and move on to the next video. But as I was thinking about devotional life, I thought about a devotional book that I went through a couple years ago. It's called The Imitation of Christ, and it's by Thomas à Kempis. An old book. He died in 1471. The version I have, I think, was modern English, 1999 by Bridge Logos Publishers. I'm sure you can find it anywhere. It's probably in the public domain. You can read it online for free. But I was thinking about reading, and I was thinking about during this time of quarantine, I'm hearing a lot of folks talk about the books they're going to read and how much they're going to accomplish. And boy, if you're like me, you hear folks talk about all that all their reading and all these great goals, and you start to wonder, what's wrong with me? I'm not accomplishing very much. It certainly doesn't feel like I'm accomplishing very much. And here now, Pastor Tom is on a video talking about another book that he's read. Now, some of you certainly have, I'm sure, read this book, but others, if you haven't, you start to feel guilty as a Christian. I haven't read enough. Well, I wanted to start in book 1 in this devotion. He talks about a proper estimation of oneself, being humble, not being wise in one's own eyes. And I thought this would be a great quote to talk about. He writes, "Truly, at the day of judgment, we will not be examined for what we have read, but for what we have done. Nor for how well we've spoken, but for how virtuously we have lived." That's a great reminder to us. It doesn't do any good to waste time beating ourselves up for how much we've read or not read. At the day of judgment, we're not going to be examined for what we've read, but for what we have done. What does he mean by that? Certainly reading and study are important. It's good to read, it's good to study, it's good to learn. But Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 8, knowledge puffs up. Well, what builds up? If we don't want to be puffed up, we want to be built up. What builds up? Love. Love builds up. The point of reading, the point of watching these Daily Calm videos, the point of studying God's Word is not so that we can have checked off another box, hey, another book we've read or another study we've accomplished. It's in service to love, to loving one another. And that's I guess part why I recommend this book so much. This isn't a book that's going to fill your head with a bunch of knowledge. It's a book that, at least for me, made my heart just a little bit softer, and I believe helped me love God just a little bit more. That is the goal of this and all reading.